Okay, so since Trump won the election, we're cooked. Yup. I'm gonna be leaving the U.S. and I'm gonna be moving to Hawaii.
Originals will be down in the description. I will stop and start. You may be asking yourself, what kind of educational institution could produce a genius like this? Well, let's see.
We don't have the time. Look at the wall. Y'all see where we are. And even for my friends in the green, and eventually my friends who will make it in the blue, unfortunately, because of the color of your skin, you gotta be 3 times as good. We don't have time for this anymore. I don't have time for interruptions. I don't have time for y'all to be unfocused because y'all need to get y'all educated. This matters. And I gotta make sure that y'all are prepared to be 3 times as good. To step into any room and understand that you belong to be there. It's serious. Wearing skin like ours. So
Wait, before I let her go, the level of disgust that I have for that woman and that type of teacher. Your job isn't to indoctrinate. That's one of the reasons why my children will never darken the door of a public school system, because teachers like that exist and they will indoctrinate your children to believe that they need to be 3 times as good to be even. Let me ask you a question. Are you 3 times as good as any white teacher? Because you're a teacher. You obviously aren't 3 times as good, and you still got a job, and you're pretty bad at it from what I can tell, because you're indoctrinating. Educare, the Latin word that is the root of education, is to lead out, and you're leading them to a life of victimhood and the victim mentality, and continuing to the air out their grievances, and no one can. I can't make it because I can't be 3 times as good. If you tell somebody that they need to be 3 times as good in order to be even, what do you think that's going to produce in someone? Do you think it's going to make some people, it may encourage them and inspire them to do it? But if you think the deck is stacked against you that much, then most people are going to shut down. If, on the other hand, you tell them that no matter what, if you're given the same, so let's talk about this. If you're incentivized and given the same opportunity to go out and achieve, then you can do it. See, that's the thing I believe about black people. I believe that we're no different than any other race, and that if we are given the opportunity and the incentives, we can do anything anybody else can do. I'm crazy enough to believe that, and that's what I teach my children. And guess what? They're winning awards. I've shown it on the channel in the past. My son won 2nd place in a competition against junior high school children, music competition, and they weren't just people who looked like this that he beat. Oh, goodness. But again, if you indoctrinate people to believe that they're somehow substandard, then they will behave that way. And that woman needs to be fired immediately. There is no reason why anyone should subject their children to that type of indoctrination. You want to get young men like the one that thinks that Hawaii is not in the United States? Keep sending them to teachers like that who will continue to coddle them and not push them and press them for excellence. She's saying, oh, I got to do this because y'all need to be 3 times as good. You know those kids ain't going to be 3 times as good as anybody. Help them to become competent in the normal skills and ability. Let them be just as good as their contemporaries, and then watch them flourish. Everybody doesn't need to go to higher education. They can be pipe fitters, welders, plumbers, tradesmen. Bring factory workers back and Trump is going to try to bring our manufacturing base back, and you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars in the manufacturing. There is no need to lie to our children this way. And again, you're starting to see the unhinged nature of these people. Now, let this young lady tell y'all how she really feels about us Trump supporters. She about to scattergun everybody. Here we go.
Kamala Harris didn't win you hillbilly, alcohol drinking, beer addiction, cousin kissing, blasphemous, but call yourselves a Christian, homophobic, misogynistic white men. I hope you're happy.
Oh,
so
that
all
was
you
just the white man.
confused
All right. Look. She that was all the white. So I don't feel bad. She wasn't talking about me. I don't kiss my cousin. I don't do all that kind of stuff. Right? She said the hillbilly drinking, belly swelling, all of those. That was all the Trump white men voters right there. Right? That was all of them. She colored y'all with a broad brush, but it's okay.
Latinos, I hope you're happy
Latinos.
too.
And you heard her? She said Latinos, right? She said it with the. So she's authentic.
And I call you confused Latinos because you're voting for Trump as a Latino person. Okay. And to all you Uncle Tom black men,
whoa! Oh! She hit me. Here she come. Oh, she come on. Here she go. What she got to say about me? Here we go. Let me hear it.
Oh, I don't even want to get into you. I don't even want to get into you. Because I'm going to
get in.
Watching the polls until about 5 a.m. in the morning was...
Why you ain't going on us? I was ready to hear something. Come on. I wanted to hear. You had so much for the white men. Now you just kind of lambaste. You passed the Latinos, she said, right? She said, just assuming that they're going to be deported. That's essentially what she's saying, that they're going to be deported because they voted for Trump. And again, I'm going to be enslaved. I've been told I'm going to be in chains. My ass are going to be back in chains. We're going to be back in chains once he comes in. So the repealing of the 13th Amendment is on the table. I've been told this. Okay.
So humbling. This was a big fuck you to black women. This was a big fuck you to women. This was a big fuck you to the LGBTQ community. This was a big fuck you to everybody that isn't a rich white man. This was a big fuck you.
Here's the big deal about all of this, right? Nobody cares. We don't vote based on what you want. We vote based on what we want, our desires. And ultimately, for Christians, we vote based on what God wants. We look to the scriptures and we say, okay, what policies align with the scriptures most? And we vote that way. We're not interested. We don't care about the LGBTQ. We don't care. Don't care about women's rights. I don't, because they have more rights than me. I'm selective service. They're not. My sons will have to sign up for selective service, and I don't want warmongers in office. I don't want that. I don't want my sons to be drafted. One's already in the military, and the other two I may, tell them to go ahead and do it, just for the benefits. But I'm not going to. No, we don't care about y'all. Y'all want reproductive rights. I don't want that. And I'm not about to vote for it because you want it. Y'all don't come into my mind when I'm voting. It's called localism. First thing that comes to my mind, what does God want? Second, okay, my family, the people that I'm taking care of, wife and children. Okay. And then after that, the rest of y'all get it how you live. When I'm voting, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about my wife and children and my children's children. I don't think about anybody else when I vote. I'm just going to keep it 100,000% honest with you. I don't care what you think. I don't care. We can go church, we can go state, city, all that stuff. I don't care what any of them people think. When it comes down to casting my ballot, I don't go into the ballot box with them on my mind.
To us, you didn't want a black woman that was more qualified simply because she was a black woman?
How can she be more qualified when he actually held the office before? Y'all stupid.
But the man that is a convicted felon, a rapist, essayed woman multiple...
A grape? Maybe I misspeak, so I'm not going to kill her for that.
Times, homophobic, misogynistic, narcissistic.
Stop with this phobia. Ain't nobody scared of homosexuals. Stop it. Just because we don't care about their lifestyle. We don't want their lifestyle lived out in public. We don't want their lifestyle to be affirmed. We don't want their lifestyle to be the thing that the government makes all of its decisions around. So we're scared. Ain't nobody scared. Nobody's scared of a woman. Nobody's scared of trans people. Nobody's scared of homosexuals. Nobody's scared of black women. We don't care. We're just not going to be bullied by you all. And I would think that you would realize that because we're not scared, we voted the way we wanted to vote, and we openly told you so.
That wasn't enough for you because of what? Your fucking stimulus checks that nigga didn't even want to give you in the fucking first place?
I don't care about those stimulus checks.
What the hell are we talking about right now? Am I surprised? Unfortunately, no. But am I disappointed? Yes, I'm disappointed because in my heart, I truly believed maybe she can when we have 15 weeks. Maybe she can when she had so many.
All right, I'm tired of listening to her behind. You heart in your heart of hearts believe that this woman who was completely incapable of being in a situation where she was questioned, not prepared, right? When it was off the cuff. She couldn't handle that. You thought that this woman, that the American... Here's the sad thing. Y'all don't even realize how dumb it was for y'all to believe that she could win. Now, I actually believed it because I thought they would steal. But she was such a horrible candidate. I thought they had to steal in order to make that happen. The fact that they didn't steal and 15 million Democrat votes just evaporated. Trump got about the same amount. Actually got less than last time. But this time won a popular vote. And 15 million votes just disappeared from Biden. Disappeared. Y'all don't even see. That's why the education is horrible. $90 billion Department of Education budget. Per pupil spending is out of control, and we still get this idiocy. That's what we get. Abolish the Department of Education. Until next time. Thank you to the members and supporters. Until next time, be on the alert, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. See y'all around. Bye.